But it still, it still connects me to the sea. I would hate to live anywhere even where I couldn't see the sea. That's what first thing I look at, see the sea. That tells me straight away what the weather's doing for the day, how windy it is, how calm it
I
is.
think it's got to be in you.
I don't look at the sky, I just look at the sea. I don't look at the sky, I just look at the sea.
I had a love of the water when I was in primary school. It just got a hold of me. It just got a hold of me.
Is it your last fleet at the north end of Fallacy? Aye. Ready? It's definitely in you, it's hard to explain. It's definitely in the blood. Most people feel the way I do probably just grew up with their fathers or boats or their boats in the family, and they just grew up with somebody in the family fishing and start going off fishing as a probably from primary school. So it's just in you. Like they say that there are those that fish and there's fishermen, so I think I'm the latter. I never used to set the alarm clock, just when I was going to working for myself, just whenever I woke up really. It could be 4, could be 5, 6. When it's a nice, calm, sunny morning, it's dead easy anyway, best time of the day.
How long have you been fishing? Or how long were you fishing for?
Probably about 35, 36 years. But that's from my first wage, I suppose. But yeah, I was going out in boats. I was skipping school to go out in boats. I'd go out all week in the boat with my father and in the encounter and the other two that were there. Just loved going out.
And it didn't matter that you were skipping school?
No.
Dad didn't care?
No.
This island is a small island, and it always was a fishing island. It had very, very strong links to the sea and fishing, and for generations going back. This is an island, a part of the Hebrides, where it was famous for its fishing fleet. And for hundreds of years they'd be fishing out of this island.
But lobster fishing's definitely my favourite. Being in amongst the rocks, close to the cliffs, scenery, that sort of thing. It's just lobster fishing still definitely gives you a buzz.
Why do you think it is that there's not as many people who fish anymore?
It's a short question, but it's a long answer. There's quite a few variables, really. Well, that's my opinion. Well, for a start, there's the amount of people now. Families are a lot smaller than they used to be when I was growing up. There isn't the boats around like there was when I was growing up to attract people to the job. You know, we used to go out mackerel fishing and, you know, in primary to get paid for all the boats, just to get enough paid for the year. All the kids used to go out. There'd probably be literally 20 folk on each boat. So we got used to it that way. People in your family were fishing, so you went out with them. I used to go with my uncle when I was in primary school. I remember trawling with my uncle at night time at Gallenhead. I couldn't even see, I was away, I couldn't even see out the wheeler's window. I don't know how old I would have been, 7, 8, I really don't know. So it started from there and I couldn't really think of anything else.
Oh, that's a nice one.
I think it's got to be in you.
Don't look at the sky, I just look at the sea. Don't look at the sky, I just look at the sea.
I had a love of the water when I was in primary school. It just got a hold of me. It just got a hold of me.
Don't look at the sky, I just look at the sea.
You know, I've often thought of what, you know, what I would have done if I hadn't been fishing. I really don't know. I can't answer that. I would hate not to be at sea. I really don't
This
know.
island is a small island and it always was a fishing island. It is very, very strong links to the sea.
You've got local knowledge of the shoreline.
I know all the grounds locally here.
Local knowledge of
Know them
the
inside
shoreline.
out.
We will go, says the king. You will stay, says the wind. The wind rules everyone, king or no king. The weather that rules. There's a saying here, the weather is all powerful. It makes all the decisions.
It's the weather, you can't control the weather, so you know it's unpredictable. That's the beauty of it.
Hooking was a rí, fúdig was a gu.
It's all kind of a collective thing. I thought maybe there is a better life ashore than this, but I did try a couple of things, but I hated it.
Not fishing anymore.
No.
No matter where it is, people have gone to sea, and in another 50, 100 years, people will still carry on going to sea. There'll always be people that will want to do it.
It's just in you. Well, I just live here and love it. If I won the lottery, I wouldn't move anywhere else. I know all the grounds locally here. I know them inside out. I would hate to live anywhere even where I couldn't see the sea. That's what the first thing I look at, you know, see the sea, that tells me straight away what the weather's doing for the day, how windy it is, or how calm it is. That's the first thing I look at. I don't look at the sky, I just look at the sea. You know, it's unpredictable. That's the beauty of it. You really don't know what's going to happen. No 2 years are the same. So that stops it being boring actually, rather than being stuck in an office 9 to 5. Where everything's exactly the same year in, year out, day in, day out. Once or twice when I was younger, I tried a couple of different things. I thought, okay, maybe there is a better life ashore than this, but I did try a couple of things, but I hated it from day one and straight back to fishing again. You have to grow up with it. It has to be part of you. Otherwise, it makes it a lot more difficult to be a fisherman.
What does fishing mean to the community? Like, what did it used to give to Burnaland?
Well, the difference between when I started going out first and to today is just, well, it's night and day really. There's quite a lot of people working, taking, sometimes it's the only kind of wage that was coming into the island, a lot of people fishing. But now the community wouldn't notice if you're fishing or not, because it's only like 1 or 2 wages, you know, from wee boats that are actually coming into the island, so it doesn't make any difference really. But it used to. There's a lot of people dependent on it. The local shop used to get the boats would buy all the stores and all that sort of stuff. But now it doesn't make any difference at all really now.
What would be one of your worst stories or something that sticks in your head that's particularly negative about a day out at sea?
Oh, it has to be loss of life. It's happened in this community, you know, it's 30 years ago now, 32 years ago. 2 boys lost their lives. Only 19, he was friends of ours, but everybody, friends of everybody. just when you hear, even a boat might be down in the English Channel miles away from you, but you've got an affinity with other fishermen. You can hear of a car crash, you think, oh, that's a shame somebody got killed, but when you hear a fisherman, a boat's gone missing, or a fisherman missing, or drowned, you sort of feel it more. And the closer it is to home, the more difficult it is, obviously. You might not even know them, but you might know the boat or whatever, but that's definitely the worst of it by a long way.
And did that ever make you consider not fishing anymore?
No.
And would you still consider yourself as a fisherman?
Yeah, it's in the blood. I fishing is every week. It's the only paper. It's the only one I look forward to. Some people even ask me how you're getting on. You know, they think that you're still fishing. Even though I stopped it 3 years ago, they still ask just to know that I wasn't doing it.
And if someone said to you right now, and you could go back to fishing tomorrow, would you do it?
To work my own boat, yeah, I would. Or get a chance to maybe work someone else's, just working on my own. Yeah, I would straight away.
Come down to that. I would hate not to be at sea. I really don't.
The first topic of conversation is fishing. You might be having another foot and maybe anything else might crop up talkative. So apart from that, it's just about how to get on, what's happening, the fishing gossip, that sort of stuff.
We will go, says the king. You will stay, says the wind. The wind rules everyone, king or no king. The weather that rules. There's a saying here, weather is all powerful, makes all the decisions.
Just interesting when you said about why people don't do it. There's the financial side of why people don't do it, the cost of everything, the cost of fishing boats, especially smaller ones, it's just gone sky high. It's very hard to afford one now. The cost of creels is, back in the early 70s and 60s, fishermen used to make their own, but they wouldn't last a minute in today's weather. All these things make it very, very expensive now. You don't really have to think too much about it before. And your average creel now, you probably at 60 quid. So if you need, say, even 200 of them, 250 of them, depending on the size of boat you work, it's a lot of money. Especially if you've got lobster creels, which are usually tight on the shore, in shallower water. If the forecast's looking very bad, you've got to get them all safe in a hurry. That's probably the most stressful side of it. Or you never manage to get to them in time and you see the weather pounding the shore. You just go in and out the road looking at the sea all the time, wondering would they be safe. Even though there's nothing you can do about it till the weather breaks.
And for hundreds of years they've been fishing out of this island. And it was, when I left school, it was the thing to do. It was, all the young men wanted to go to sea to earn a living, and there was good money to be had. There was a very active harbour, very busy harbour here, and there was nobody on the island who would be unemployed.
Originally uit Zoe, waar kootpaardje en kappel mag zo. Dus wat je zo terug dat de voelde heer kujak. Misschien gaat het dus mijn haar nu en dan een kappel mag zo.
There was nobody a year or two below me or a year or two above me that you couldn't get to go out in a boat. Now it's totally different. But you have to work a lot harder now as well though. and the money isn't that much better really. You have to work a lot harder. We used to maybe finish on a Friday or sometimes Saturday lunchtime, and that was you clear. But now they're landing on Sundays and you haul a lot more gear. The job is definitely a lot harder, so it's probably not as attractive to young people as it used to be, even though it still could be quite a good life, but it's very, very hard work. So and I think maybe the computer age just stopped people. A lot of people just aren't used to being outside as much as they used to, because we didn't really have anything. There's no Sky Telly, no computers, no nothing. So
Which one to use again?
Right,
The last two.
last two.
Yeah.
There's nothing here, Charlie, except what's our damage.
Aye.
well, I think that I just wanted to. I know that I've taken the sons out and now they're fishing, but
Just got a box.
like I said, the families aren't as big. Maybe there's better opportunities. Well, the oil industry it's not quite so good now, but that took a lot of people out of the fishing industry. 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, or whatever. Well, a hell of a lot more money. They had the food, they had everything. 12-hour shifts compared to, especially trawling, working round the clock.
The fleet I said last night at Fark, he said, you know that shearness I would say on the chart is called.
But you have to. It's got to be in you to go fishing though as well. If it's one of those jobs, if you're only there for the money and you don't like it, you're not going to last. You have to like it. Otherwise, you'd never do it, because the hours you put in of unpaid work and the hours you put in when you're working, you know, the money you get per hour is very little really.
So it's more of a lifestyle than a job.
Yeah, it isn't just a job. It's a way of life.